Welcome to Silver and Black Films presents Vontaze Burfict, perfect for Oakland Raiders.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
From the time he was at Arizona State, it was easy to see that linebacker Vontaze Burfict would make a good Raider. In their heyday, the Raiders were an extremely physical, rule-stretching team. So Burfict, a renowned nasty boy, fits right in. But for whatever the reason, the Raiders didn't draft him or bring him in for a tryout as an undrafted free agent in 2012. The Cincinnati Bengals did, and when healthy, he was solid for them. He gave them 3 100-plus tackle seasons and a Pro Bowl. But Burfict's shenanigans wore out his welcome in Cincinnati. So they cut him this offseason, and the Raiders, who were badly in need of a linebacker and anxious to get back to their old school ways, picked him right up. Why wouldn't they? Defensive coordinator Paul Gunther was once his linebacker coach and defensive coordinator while he was in Cincinnati. So Burfict fits the Raiders' defense in more ways than a few. Let's take a look at how the sum of all his parts make him a perfect fit. Back in the 70s, the Raiders had headhunters like free safety Jack Tatum and strong safety George Atkinson. In the 80s, they had Lyle Alzado, who was out to get his no matter who he hurt. And in the early 2000s, Bill Romanowski was a Raider. But the guy that Burfict reminds me of most is linebacker Phil Villapiano from the 70s. Talk about nasty boys. I'm not sure Villapiano could have played under today's rules. The same rules Burfict is struggling to play under now. He wants to tee off on guys, and the referees don't always agree. And if an opposing player didn't agree, he'd make them agree. That's right in line with all your nasty boy Raiders from back in the day. That old school turning of the ankle still goes on at the bottom of piles. But Burfict is more than that. He can take on and shed blocks that make the play after in the run game. His instincts and film study also get him to the ball. You're not going to make your living on offense running right at Burfict. Oh, you might mess around and lose the ball too. No false steps. He knows what he's doing. Gets rid of his guy and attacks downhill to make the play. Just blows that play up there. Here he's patient, doesn't over pursue, and the ball comes right back to him. That patience. Attacking downhill again. He just seems to always know where the ball's going. he can go sideline to sideline too. Mobile quarterback, no problem. He'll get him. Whether it be a design quarterback run or escaping the pocket, Burfict's closing speed always gets him to the ball. He ends up with a sack for his efforts here. Burfict is also good at blitzing. And when he can't get all the way to the quarterback, he can just jump up and steal one. Burfict excels in one-on-one coverage, as his tight coverage here forces an interception. A denial here. And another denial here. Here he's going to get it done covering the slot receiver. Nope, can't have it. Burfict can also sit back in zone coverage and break on the ball. Instincts, film study, and timing along with some good hands for a linebacker get him interceptions too. And sometimes the ball just finds him. The same instincts, film study, and timing that leads to interceptions also leads to big hits for Burfict. At the very least, he's going to make the tackle when he catches the ball in front of him. Yeah, he can even make an open field tackle on Darren Sproles. Again, instincts and film study, and he's going to use that to blow up this bubble screen. He doesn't just make tackles either, he's going to put it on you. And that often leads to opportunities for his teammates to get turnovers, even though they don't get it here. Then opposing players tend to hear footsteps when trying to catch a ball in this area. Those footsteps are loud there. And sometimes those footsteps can lead to interceptions. And this is the sum of all the Burfict's parts, making him a do-it-all middle linebacker. After setting up the offense in free agency this offseason, the Raiders went out and got LaMarcus Joyner. Joyner is a playmaker that should work well with 2016 first-round pick Carl Joseph, who seemed to start figuring things out last year. In 2017 first-round pick Garyon Conley started to resemble a shutdown cornerback last year as well. He and Darryl Worley should make a fine cornerback tandem. After a solid rookie campaign at defensive tackle, 2018 fifth-round pick Maurice Hurst should come back strong, and a bigger, stronger Arden Key should bring heat off the edge. And of course, the Raiders are going to get an edge rusher at number 4 overall, right? Who might that be? We'll see. But what we do know is that Burfict will be the man in the middle to bring that whole defense together and make it better. See you next Sunday.